highlights there from the season, ladies and gents. And finish with a fairly good hanger as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of AFL Victoria, a very warm welcome to the 2017 TAC Cup Best and Fairest. A new look event this year, which is going to incorporate awards from our TAC Cup and the TAC Cup Girls competitions, including the Best and Fairest announcement from the TAC Cup Girls and the presentation of the 2017 Morris medalist for the Best and Fairest player in the TAC Cup. Welcome you all here. We also welcome our audience streaming it live through taccup.com.au. My name's Pete Laser. Pleasure to be your host for this evening, an evening where we celebrate some wonderful individual success throughout some wonderful seasons as well. The AFL Victoria, on behalf of AFL Victoria, would like to acknowledge that we are meeting today on the traditional lands of Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations, and we pay our respects to elders both past and present. We'd also like to say Happy Father's Day to all the dads that are out there. We know how important your support, in fact the support of all the family and friends are to every player, so that is the success of our competitions, pathways and programs. So on behalf of all TAC Cup players, TAC Cup Girls players, Happy Father's Day. Thanks for spending it with us here as well. We're going to invite all of our winners onto stage throughout the night, and then at the end of the night we invite all of our winners into the media room. It's at the back of the room and to your right-hand side, so you can get the official photo taken there as well. 2017 marks the 26th year of the TAC Cup and AFL Victoria's long-standing relationship and partnership with the TAC. A new era began in 2017, the inaugural season of the TAC Cup Girls competition, and all 12 TAC Cup regions fielded teams. Kicked off in March, it was a 5-round competition won by the Calder Cannons, and just as the TAC Cup is the premier competition in Australia for underage talent, producing up to 50% of all draftees into the AFL, no doubt the TAC Cup Girls competition will be very similar in creating a pathway for our AFLW stars of tomorrow. So to our Morris medal contenders, who are the favourites? Top age giant from the Eastern Rangers, Sam Hayes, 16 touches, 25 hit-outs a game, and he kicked some goals as well. Or the Geelong Falcons trio, Cassidy Parish, James Warple, or Brian Myers, all of whom had fantastic and consistent seasons. The Calder Cannons pair, key position player Noah Bolter and midfielder Brad Bernanke, the latter averaging 25 touches a game. Or maybe it's the Oakley Chargers skipper, Toby Wooler, 37 goals in just 14 games and added to that yesterday as well. Or his midfield teammate, Jack Higgins, 24 touches, 5 marks, 6 tackles and kicked 27 goals in 12 games. Or possibly a Northern Knight, Jack Petricelli, had a commanding and consistent year. We'll find out as we go throughout the night. We'll have progressive leaderboards, and then as we do every year, we'll count the votes live for the last few rounds as well. A couple of acknowledgements in the room, ladies and gents, from the Transport Accident Commission, the Head of Information Technology of Shared Solutions, Ashley West, who has joined us with his wife Shelley, along with a number of our TAC team who work tirelessly delivering a fantastic partnership. We also welcome many of the corporate and media partners who are in the room. They provide great support to the organisation, and in particular, the TAC Cup competition. Great to see the Chairman of AFL Victoria, Ray Horsburgh, in attendance, along with board member Heidi Sutherland and her husband James, who's joined us as well. CEO of AFL Victoria, Stephen Reaper, and his executive team, led by footy operations leader Paul Hamilton. Welcome to our AFL guests, Head of Community and International Development, Grant Williams, National Talent Manager Kevin Sheehan, National Talent Football Manager Michael Ablett, Head of Talent, Education and Projects, Tristan Salter, who has joined us here too. We've also got a couple of stars who are helping us with our presentations. AFL Games record holder Brent Harvey, great to have Burma here. AFLW star Moana Hope. We've also got former Oakley Charger and Collingwood NAB Rising Star nominee young gun Tom Phillips, who has joined us as well. So a big thank you for spending your Sunday night here with us. Special welcome to the State Academy staff in attendance this evening. Welcome to the AFL Club recruiting staff who are with us here tonight as well. And finally, to the talent managers, the sponsors, the players, the parents and the staff of each and every one of our 12 TAC Cup sides. Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for being part of it. Great to have your help with the operation of the programs in each region. To formally launch the night, ladies and gents, it's my pleasure to welcome the State Talent Manager of AFL Victoria, Mr. Paul Hamilton.
Thanks, Pete, and it's just terrific to see so many people in the room tonight to celebrate what has been a wonderful year of our talent pathways throughout Victoria. Pete's acknowledged a lot of people in the room. I'd like to probably reinforce a few of those. I see Ray Horsburgh is here. I haven't had a chance to speak to you yet, Ray. Ray's just a wonderful football person, has been for many, many years, and to be the chair of our board, we acknowledge that and thank you for your services there. And also to Heidi Sutherland, another board member. So we don't often hear or see from the AFL Vic board. They're doing a power work behind the scenes. To our CEO, Steve Reaper, and all the AFL Vic staff, many in this room tonight, we'll talk about a few of them as we go along. It's been a terrific year, and what we do know is we've received wonderful support from everyone in AFL Victoria, as we have from our AFL counterparts at head office, led here by Andrew Dillon and Tristan Solder, who have just provided us with wonderful support throughout the year. So thank you to those people. We'd like to thank our many valued partners, but particularly, as Pete's mentioned, the TAC. 26 years, it's an amazing effort, isn't it? And the thing I love about the TAC, and when it comes to TAC football, is the age group. You know, we're looking and working and developing at kids in that 16 to 18 age group. And you couldn't get a stronger message than the messages the TAC bring to us. We have so many deaths and continue to have deaths on the road with young drivers. So it's such a valuable partnership, not just because of the financial contribution they make to us, but because of the messages that they send. We really do appreciate that, and thank you to Ashley West and all the other members of the TAC that are here this evening. And for the 26th year, we think about it, what a wonderful, exciting year it has been. It is just an amazing year because we've seen the advent of the TAC Women's. 5 games, it's just a sprinkling, it's just a start. I'll have to say it wasn't the easiest thing to bring in terms of the amount of work that our TAC talent managers have done and their regions. It's been enormous, and it's been terrific, and it's been very well worthwhile, and I think that's the key thing. It's certainly enriched our pathways. It's added depth and breadth to each of our regions, and we look forward so much to building our female pathways over the coming years with great support from our AFL friends. It's something, you know, we're hoping to hear in the not too distant future of more AFL women's sides in the competition. So with that, we need to develop those pathways, and we're really looking forward to doing that with our TAC regions and with support there. So well done to everyone that was involved. And you only had to look at last night. What a terrific, Noanna Hope is here in the room tonight, and we're very thankful to have her. She's almost as important or as famous as Little Mo Hope from the NAB ad. What a great ad that one is. So we look forward to seeing her present a little bit later on. But what she and many of the other girls have done is really inspire so many of the girls that are in the room today. And the TAC programs that we're doing, this is about inspiration. We look above, we look to find people like Mo Hope, and it inspires the girls, many of them in this room today, to go on to bigger and better things. As we have Brent Boomer Harvey in the room as well. Boomer is an absolute legend of the game. I was fortunate to be involved for 4 years as an assistant coach at North Melbourne. It's 4 of 25 years, or however many years Boomer played footy for. Still looks as fit as a fiddle, and was in the 2005 premiership. 1995. Where am I talking? Northern Knights premiership side. So that's a long way back. That was one of 4 Keith Burns-inspired premierships in a row from the Northern Knights. And Boomer will tell you all about that. He was best on ground in that particular grand final. And the other thing with Boomer, which is a very little-known fact, and I can give you this information, Boomer, pound for pound, was the strongest player at the North Melbourne Football Club. I'm sure he'll be pleased to tell you a little bit more about that later on. We also welcome former Oakley Charger and Rising Star nominee this year, Tom Phillips. And what I'll say about Tom is what I'll say the same about Boomer Harvey, and it's a message to all players, females and males, in the room tonight. Both these people just had outstanding work rates. I saw it firsthand with Boomer. You've all seen Boomer and the way he runs and the way he works, but the training he did behind that was unbelievable. And from all the reports and everything I've heard from Collingwood, Tom Phillips is made of the same ilk. He's prepared to put in a lot of hard work, and I'm sure he'll tell us he's had a lot of ups and downs in his very short career. There's sickness, there's injuries, there's things you have to overcome. You need that resilience, you need to be prepared to work, and they're the sort of attributes that we're looking for in our TAC programs. We're really pleased we've got such wonderful people out in our 12 regions with our talent managers that lead the way, with the coaches that provide a lot of development, and with the many staff at the TAC regions, and importantly the volunteers. And I'd like to special mention to our wellness, our people that look after our wellness areas. It's such an important area. We're looking at kids at an age where there's so much going on. We all know about the amount of schoolwork or jobs for a couple of people, but schools, the pressures that come, and you need to provide that emotional support. And we get that with our wellness, we get it with our talent managers, and it's something I think we're really proud of out in our regions, and the great work that they continue to do. Also want to acknowledge our staff in our AFL Vic Academies, and in particular Lee Fraser and Brett Allison, who have led the country in the Metro programs in their first year in the job, and they've done terrific work and done a terrific job. So thank you very much to them, and to Darren Flanagan, who headed up the female side of things. What a huge job that's been this year, and I know he's looking for a break. We might give it to you in about 6 years' time, Darren. And to Chris Johnson, who led our diversity programs, and Matt Glossop in his first year. So they're my team, and they've done a wonderful job, and we can't thank them enough. To all our other partners here, we've got many members from AFL clubs here. Most importantly, we've got the players, and we're really thankful. We've got a great group of players each year. We have this opportunity to say thank you and well done to many of you that have done terrifically well, and of course to their parents and friends that can join us tonight, who of course without the parents, we know the mountain of work that parents have to do to assist the kids. I'm sure it's a labour of love, but I'm sure it's something that the boys and girls acknowledge whenever they can. So thank you to everyone that's made what has been just a wonderful TAC season, a terrific one, a momentous one with the advent of the females, and we look forward to a wonderful final series in the boys, and wish the 8 teams that remain all the best, and we thank everyone who's contributed across the whole year to what's been a wonderful 2007 season. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Paul Hamilton, ladies and gents, State Talent Manager of AFL Victoria. Now time to invite, on behalf of the TAC, Head of Information Technology and Shared Solutions, to speak on behalf of our wonderful partner TAC, Ashley West.
Thanks, Pete, and good evening, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure to be here representing the TAC on what is always a very special night on the TAC calendar. Special welcome, as Pete mentioned, to all the fathers that are here tonight celebrating Father's Day, and as they do so often by the sides of their sons and daughters on Father's Day in a sporting pursuit. It's important that I also mention the daughters tonight, particularly given that we're presenting the inaugural TAC Cup Girls Best and Fairest. What a momentous year it was for everyone in the girls' footballing community, and it's great to see that football rise to the big stage this year. The TAC, we're very proud to be the premier partner of the TAC Cup Girls, and congratulations to AFL Victoria and everyone involved in making that become a reality. For many years, the girls have been playing at a very high standard, and it's great to see them finally get the recognition that they deserve, and also with a pathway through the TAC Cup, the VFL, and onto the AFLW, which is now available to them. History tells us from the boys' competition that sitting here amongst us tonight, tonight could be the next big AFL star. And how exciting is it for us to think that perhaps the next AFLW big star could also be with us here tonight as well. As has been mentioned, this marks 26 years of the partnership with the TAC. It's something that we're very proud of, and we're looking forward to that continuing. It fills us with immense pride each year to see the young footballers develop into leaders within the community. And there's no doubt to be here tonight that you've been very successful on the field, but it's the leadership and the leaders that you make that show in your peer groups, also off the field, that's also very important to us, and right across the broader community. Your role in helping us to amplify our road safety message right across Victoria is crucial. Our Towards Zero vision is a future free of death and serious injuries on our road. It's a long-term vision. As young leaders, we're asking you to help us create the behaviour change in the broader community that we need. Like in footy, there's always going to be challenges. There's going to be obstacles and there's going to be choices. By making good choices and looking after your mates and preparing the best you can for your solo driving, you can help us make this difference. To the parents and the regional managers and the coaches that are here tonight, I thank you for your combined and contribution to not only this partnership but also to the lives of the young people that they're surrounded by. We also can't stress how important it is for you to continue to be a good role model, not only on the road but also in life. And we thank you to all that took the time to complete our e-learning modules. Your participation and feedback was very positive and overwhelming. Once again, I'd like to thank AFL Victoria for your continued work in what is an incredibly valuable partnership for the TAC. As we continue to see young lives lost on our road, it continues to reinforce for us how important this partnership is. Good luck to all the teams playing in the finals, and good luck to everybody tonight.
Thank you very much to Ashley West, speaking on behalf of TAC, of course, 26 years and counting, a wonderful partnership. As Ashley mentioned, the partnership with the TAC is crucial in providing road safety messaging to parents and players alike. And this year, in conjunction with the TAC, we launched the inaugural Drive to the Game round, with players getting their driving practice up all across the state. Let's take a look on the big screen now at some of the highlights from the event in Bendigo earlier this year.
Welcome to the TAC Cup. It's the Drive to the Game round where we're teaching the importance of learner driving, promoting positive role models and standing together towards zero.
There's 6 TAC Cup teams playing today. It's a big day here in Bendigo, and I think all the locals are getting around it, and there's a fair crowd, so yeah, it's good fun to play in front of everyone.
It's a really great experience for all of us because obviously it's a really new competition, and the abilities of everyone are just, I reckon they're great.
Do you reckon parents are pretty important when it comes to teaching people how to drive?
Yeah, definitely. It's like we're looking up to them and they're driving and stuff like that, so they've got to make sure that they know everything and do everything right.
What's it like to be a dad on the sideline?
Yeah, I think I probably get more nervous driving the games now than I did when I played.
So it is Drive to the Game round. What's been teaching your children how to drive been like?
We drive a lot, so we spend a lot of time on country roads. So for us, it's a lot of country driving and giving them opportunities and in all conditions, I think, so that they stay as safe as they can be. Yeah.
Our boys spend a fair bit of time on the road. It's all about taking those breaks regularly, getting plenty of rest, and making sure that they're certainly alert and making good decisions. So probably similar to the footy field a little bit.
Great initiative of TAC and AFL Victoria, so great to have the Drive to the Game round. So big thank you again to Ash and everyone from the TAC. On to our award presentations for tonight, ladies and gents. From 2016, the Coaches Award has been named the TAC Cup Personal Growth Award. This award will highlight and celebrate the holistic approach with the TAC Cup competition and regional academies developing their players. There's a couple of criteria that the players must reach. Players must have played at least 3 TAC Cup games in the year that they're nominated, have demonstrated personal development in their football ability, personal involvement in community-based activities, a care and mentoring role with fellow young players at the club or elsewhere, and improvement in study or work progression in the judgment of coaches has reflected the values of the playing group and club. If we turn our attention to the screens, we can recognise the nominees from the TAC Cup. And we'll start with the boys. From the Bendigo Pioneers, Bailey Henderson. From the Calder Cannons, Jesse Firebrace. From the Eastern Rangers, Joel Garner. From the Gippsland Power, Callum Porter. From Murray Bushrangers, Sam Beasley. From the Northern Knights, Ethan Penrith. From the Oakley Chargers, Jack Rovsedge. And from the Sandringham Dragons, William Walker. Please put your hands together for our nominees for this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that the winner of the 2017 TAC Cup Personal Growth Award from the Oakley Chargers, Jack Rovsedge. We invite Jack. We'll also invite Oakley Chargers coach Lee Clark to the stage to present the award. If Lee could join us as well. Congratulations to Jack. Congratulations to all our nominees. Sorry, Jack, you won it, mate. You can come up first. All right, so we'll go to the centre of the screen. If we get it right the first time, we'll be right for the rest of the night. Middle of the screen there, of the stage. Shake the hands, pretend there's a... There we go. Paparazzi does, and we're away. Congratulations. Thanks, Lee. No, you can't go anywhere, Jack. You should know if you win an award, you're going to have a quick chat, mate. Only a very quick one. Now, you had quite a bit of injury trouble early on. Could have been sort of career-threatening, really, but you came back and you played this year. Tell us a little bit about the injuries that you faced and the sort of task that you had to come back and play at the elite level footy.
So a couple of pre-seasons ago, I injured my knee, and that limited me just to one game last year, and needed another operation at the end of last year, and it was expected just to not play this year. So Oakley have been really good to me and supporting me through it, and just through the rehab they've been great and can't really thank them enough. So I'm just happy to be able to come back and have played the 3 games and just looking forward to getting into finals this week.
When you were injured, you could have just teared up a bit, just sucked up and just not wanted to go anywhere near these guys, but you really embraced it. And you also got involved with the development, as a development coach as well and a junior coach as well. Tell us a little bit about the activities you've been doing away from footy when you couldn't actually play yourself. Yeah,
so the plan this year was just to do my rehab at the club and help out on match day and as a development coach as well. So, particularly through the early part of the year when I was right in the middle of the rehab, I was helping out on match day and also I was able to do a clinic at the club, at my local club Blackburn. So I've really enjoyed that, but being able to play again, that's the best. So can't talk about that.
Well, it's great that you're back. It's wonderful all the work you're doing. A first-year uni degree as well, so you're sort of juggling a few balls at the same time. Great to have you back from injury. More importantly, congratulations on winning this award. When you look at the talent that's there as well and all the work that's done, it's a great honour. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Jack Ruffseds, ladies and gents. Great effort from Jack Ruffseds. Thank you also to Lee from the Oakley Chargers. Time now for the winner of the TAC Cup Girls Personal Growth Award, and we'll acknowledge our nominees on the screen. Obviously, the criteria is the same. From the Bendigo Pioneers, Rachel Thomas. From the Eastern Rangers, Melanie Hogg. From the Geelong Falcons, Gabrielle Della. From the Gippsland Power, Julia Redmond. From the GWV Rebels, Amy McDonald. From the Murray Bushrangers, Alicia Ross. From the Northern Knights, Lily Bresciano. And from the Sandringham Dragons, Isabel Quintal. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce the winner of the inaugural 2017 TAC Cup Girls Personal Growth winner. From the Geelong Falcons, Gabrielle Della. We'll also invite the coach of the Geelong Falcons, Jason Armistead, to present Gabrielle with her award. And we can probably give Gabrielle another round of applause as she makes her way up onto the stage. Now we'll just see whether this has worked. I'm backing you in here, Jason. Congratulations. Gabrielle Della, ladies and gents, of the Geelong Falcons. Congratulations. That's a great effort. I've been told, I was chatting to a few of the Geelong Falcons. They said that you're one of the more dedicated young ladies around. You just make sure that you improve your footy skills, you improve everything around. Tell us a little bit about your footballing journey.
Well, I used to play when I was a lot younger, starting from Auskick, but had to pull out when I wasn't allowed to play with the boys because it wasn't as fun. But now that the girls' football has grown heaps and heaps, I've gotten back into it, love every minute of it.
So when we speak about opportunity, this is exactly, you are the epitome of that. You've seen the opportunity and now you're embracing it as well.
Yeah, it's just great to see all the girls enjoying their football again, inspiring new girls to give it a go. Yeah, it's all good.
We talk about your continual improvement. You've gone and trained with the Geelong VFL side as well, and from all reports, didn't let yourself down there either. You trained the house down. What did you enjoy most about going to that next level?
Yeah, it was a bit intimidating with the likes of Lily Mithen and players like that, but it was a good opportunity, up my skills, learn more.
And just because you've got plenty of spare time, you're also doing 2 university units alongside your Year 12 studies. You raise money for the Kathy Freeman Foundation and the Royal Children's Hospital Run for the Kids. You just happen to fit a bit into your week?
Yeah, just a little bit.
But why do you do that? You don't have to. There's no obligation to do that. What do you find most about helping others and contributing back to society and the community?
It's all for a good cause. I'm always up to challenge myself, push boundaries,
Well, then you're a very worthy winner. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Just the whole Geelong Falcons club for putting together the program. It's brilliant that everyone has the opportunity now.
Well, you've done sensationally well, and no doubt a name we'll hear a lot more of in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Gabrielle Della, ladies and gents. Great stuff, Gabrielle, and thank you also to Jason too. Ladies and gents, time now to welcome to the stage what we'd all consider football royalty to present the TAC Cup Leading Goal Kicker Award. He's the AFL Games record holder, Brent Harvey. And Paul's already pumped him right up, so I'm not sure there's much left for him to say. Well, I've got Brett down here to make sure he doesn't lie. Now, just before we get on to a wonderful AFL career and talk a little bit about TAC Cup, playing for North Heidelberg, how'd you go yesterday?
We had a good win. I think we played in the second semi, first v second, played Diamond Creek and won by 70 points, I think it was, in the end. So straight to the granny in a couple of weeks.
And just the lazy kick 10 and 50 disposals, Boom?
No, not quite yesterday. My brother and I kicked 4 each, and we spread the goal kickers in the finals. We don't embarrass anyone.
Okay, well, that's always good to know. I'll tell you what, you've got to win the granny now, if I was saying that. We had our 25-year celebration last year. You've gone on to play more games than anyone else. Tell us a little bit, and Paul touched on as well with the Northern Knights experience. I mean, the Knights won 4 flags in a row, really successful time. Tell us about your time in the TAC Cup, and obviously going back now after playing 25 seasons of AFL footy, and you're still playing footy, this time with your brother and your mates.
It wasn't quite 25, Paul. It was 21. But no, it was, I mean, my time at the Northern Knights, I grew up in Preston, just being a little city slicker, and I loved my football. Obviously very small growing up, as I am now. And I got the opportunity to go through all the development squads with the Diamond Valley, the old Diamond Valley, which is the Northern Football League now, and then to go down and work with Keith Burns at the Northern Knights. I was 17, so I had another year to go when I got drafted. But to go down and mix with the like, I think we went to Perth when we were 16s with the Northern Knights and came back and got to go on the sup list. And I was like a little kid in a candy store. You know, Gary Moorcroft and these type of guys were all training a couple of years above me. And to get an opportunity to play at the Northern Knights after we won 3 flags, I played in the 4th, I think it was unbelievable. I mean, to run out the MCG as a 17-year-old kid before Geelong and Carlton was a bit of a dream come true. And lucky for me, I played fairly well that day. Burnsy looked after me a little bit though, because I was starting forward pocket every other game, and a guy named Matthew Winther was on the ball. This day, Burnsy turned to me in the morning and said, "I'm going to play on the ball this time. Make sure you grab your opportunity." I did get best on ground that day, so I think I did grab my opportunity, Burnsy. And yeah, I guess from there, went to draft combine, did all the stuff that these boys will do very shortly. It was great to get picked up, and I mean there was no pressure on me that year because I had another year to go in the under-18s. But it was good to get drafted and get that over and done with.
Of course, now back playing local footy, which is sensational as well. Great to have you here, Boom. We're going to present the TAC Cup Leading Goal Kicker Award because, of course, are you leading the goal kicking in the Northern Footy League at the moment?
No, that's hard to do because my brother kicked 100 in 13 games, so I had no chance of beating him.
Okay, so at least there's one Harvey who's going to have his hand on it. The 2017 TAC Cup Leading Goal Kickers, ladies and gents, in 3rd place with 37 goals from the Geelong Falcons, Brian Myers. In 2nd place with 40 goals from the Oakley Chargers, Toby Wooler. For the 2017 TAC Cup Leading Goal Kicker from the Murray Bushrangers with 45 goals, Daniel Johnston. Big congratulations to Daniel and well done to the other lads as well. Plenty of goals being kicked this year. Stephen Reaper does it. Yeah, you know where to go. Reeves doesn't want to mention that he's the all-time leading TAC Cup goal kicker. As the CEO of AFL Vic said, don't mention that. Congratulations, mate. Well done, leading goal kicker. Boy from Cobram, and all of a sudden you're the leading goal kicker in a real... I mean, you look out, there's plenty of talent. You play with and against it every year. How does it feel to come out on top and be the leading goal kicker for the season?
Oh, it's not about the personal achievements, I guess, but it is a bonus on top of the finals campaign we're about to come into. Hopefully we go deep into finals and can finish off a good year.
It's very true, and it's all about the midfielders. I understand that, but someone's got to kick the goals, and you've done it. So you can take as much tonight from tomorrow when you go back to training. It's all about them, but tonight you can celebrate just a little bit. I mean, you were playing in good enough form to get a couple of games in the NEFL as well with the Giants. Tell us about that and how that was for you as development-wise.
Oh, it was just an insight into the professionalism you need to play at that level. How the boys acted around the club and pre-game, it was a good insight to see what you need to be at that level. Yeah.
And you're part of the leadership group as well with the Bush Rangers. Tell us a little bit about, do you enjoy being part of the leadership group, and what is it any different to being just one of the boys in the group?
Nah, no different. You just have to, when you're conducting, let's go again. When you're...
you can do whatever you like, mate, you won.
When you're around the club, you just got to watch what you're doing, be a good role model for the younger kids, show them how to act, any questions, just be a friendly face around the club.
Tell you what, it's good having role models from Cobram. I knew some boys from Cobram, and they weren't like that at all. They were sort of the other way around. But it's a bit of a change, isn't it? I mean, having the opportunity to play at high-level footy and to mix with not just the coaches, but also the players who are also the elite level too.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The footy in Cobram's all right, but it doesn't match up to TAC Cup. It's, yeah.
And ambitions going forward, obviously we're going to senior footy next year. What are your thoughts going forward for season 2018 after, of course, hopefully a successful finals campaign?
I'll hopefully get picked up, but if not, I'll go back home and have a run around, I guess. So.
Wouldn't want to be full back playing against Cobram, I'll tell you that. Congratulations, wonderful season. Well done today.
Thank you very much, mate.
Daniel Johnson, ladies and gents of the Murray Bush Rangers, our TAC Cup leading goal kicker. Thank you, Boomer, for joining us as well. From the male side of things to the girls' side of things, time for a bit more football royalty, and this time from the AFLW to present the TAC Cup Girls Leading Goal Kicker Award from the Collingwood Footy Club, and wearing the big V last night, Moana Hope. You're going to jump up there, don't jump up. Okay, mate, how are you feeling at the moment? Big game last night, a great win for the Big V. What was it like representing the Big V against the Allies last night?
Oh, it was every one of my dreams in one night. I think, leading out to Daisy Pearce or having a backline like we did, or potent forward, was pretty amazing.
I'll tell you what, we've spoken quite a bit about the journey. Did you ever think it was going to get to the level of how AFLW went? And, of course, the VFLW is going beautifully as well. You're looking, we've got a big side, an Allies side. I mean, there's drafting. This is exactly what you would have hoped for but never had all those years ago. We just spoke earlier as well. What are your thoughts on that? How have you found the pathway thus far?
It's bloody amazing, to be honest. I think, I even went down and watched the youthies under 18s and watched a bit of their game last night, and I keep saying to the current players that it's so exciting and so scary at the same time, because the talent that's coming through, now that they've got that training, the TAC and all the academies are doing, they're just getting better and better, and it just shows last night with our game how good it's got from last year. So it's been, it's sort of pinch yourself moment all the time, and I think I had a few of those last night in the game when you're standing in the middle of the Etihad and you got that crowd and the ball movement was just amazing.
More importantly, though, I know that you were playing on half a knee last year. No one really knew that when you were playing with the Pies. Personally, how are you feeling, and what are you looking forward to most in AFLW Season 2?
I'm feeling pretty fit. I've been working pretty hard, which is, it's personally where I want to take my game, and my fitness is to. I'm nowhere near that, but I'm working towards it. And last night was just, for me, sort of that second win that I needed, just to be out there with that talent again and running uninjured, which was, first time being able to do it in quite a long time. So, feeling good, feeling confident, with the team that we've got, and we've got the draft coming up as well. So it's going to be good.
And just finally, you are probably the only person in this room who has a mini you running around on a TV ad. What is that like when you see that come on the TV? They were going to do one for Boomer, but they wouldn't actually be tall enough. So you can't have a kid who's actually taller than the person they're impersonating. What is it like seeing the TV and seeing a mini you running around?
Yeah, it's really funny. Somebody last week said to me that they seen my new NAB ad, and I was like, you call me a 5-year-old girl, I'm okay with it. But I seen her there last night. I actually gave her my boots after the game, and such a good kid. Funnily enough, she's the Collingwood coach's daughter, so she tried out and got the gig, and such a great kid. But it's so good that, like, I got sent so many photos of so many mini me's that got, that tried out, and it's bizarre but amazing. Like, it's again a pinch yourself moment.
I suppose if she's a Collingwood supporter, she would have stolen your boots anyway, so that's okay. May as well give them out. Now, you can't do that often, but we can do it now. So, Mo, you are presenting the TAC Cup Girls Leading Goal Kicker Award. So let's take a look at our leading goal kickers from, remember it being a 5-game competition from the 2017 season. In third place from the GWV Rebels with 10 goals, Alyssa Humphreys. In second place from the Murray Bushrangers with 12 goals, Sophie Damon. But our 2017 TAC Cup Girls leading goal kicker with 20 goals from the Calder Cannons, Chloe Malloy. And quite unbelievably, you two would play against each other, down the other end of course. You probably wouldn't see each other at all being at full forward. Congratulations. Big thanks to Mo as well, ladies and gents. Great to have you here, Mo. Thanks for joining us. Well done, Chloe. That's a really good effort. 20 goals in 5 games, but you're also the equal leading goal kicker in the VFLW as well with Diamond Creek. You've levelled with Katie Brennan. It's an amazing season. How are you feeling at the moment? And did you think it was all going to happen so quickly?
I had no idea how quick it would start. Like coming into football, this is first year back. I had no idea what my kick would look like or what my skills would be. But then to get this and also in the VFL, have my name up against Katie Brennan is pretty bizarre, but exciting. So no, I didn't expect it to happen this quickly, but I'm excited that it did.
And Diamond Creek, they're in. You're going to be playing finals coming up in the next few weeks. How are you feeling at this time of the season? Because as we were saying earlier on with Daniel, finals, this is where you need to be kicking goals, so your role is just as important, if not more important now.
All the old girls are holding up, so hopefully they can get through another 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, I'm really, really excited, and I have a lot of confidence in Diamond Creek. And good luck tomorrow against St Kilda. I wish you all the best. Hopefully we can knock you out if we do lose, but I'm hoping we get the win against Darebin and head straight to the granny.
That's the idea. That's why you get into that second semi-phase. Tell us a little bit about your aspirations going forward. We're talking about the opportunities and how clearer the pathway is, but what are your personal ambitions going forward from here?
I haven't really thought about obviously the next thing coming up is the draft, so that's the next thing that is on my mind, but I think I'm a really raw player at the minute, so I don't have too many goals that I've set for myself. I more have short-term achievements that I'd like to do. I want to learn so much more about the game. I want to get my skills up to the standard of AFLW, and hopefully in the draft I can be picked up and then learn so much more amongst all the superstars that there are there.
Who do you barrack for in the AFL and AFLW?
All of them? No, I support Collingwood and the men and the women.
And so Mo claps. Yeah, good. That's going to be better for full forward, isn't it? Congratulations. It's a great season, leading goal kicker and obviously a fantastic season personally as well. And good luck with everything in finals and beyond.
Thank you.
Chloe Malloy, ladies and gents. As Chloe makes her way back to her seat, let's take a look at our leading goal kickers in action this year. How about some of those highlights, ladies and gents? Chloe Malloy and Daniel Johnson, our leading goal kickers. I reckon that last Malloy goal was probably goal of the year too. That was a beauty. So well done, and we look forward to no doubt hearing plenty more of those two players going forward. Our next guest coached the Northern Knights for 10 seasons from 92 till 2002, for 4 premierships between 93 and 96, and as always presents the Keith Burns TAC Cup Coach of the Year Award. Ladies and gentlemen, legendary coach Keith Burns.
Gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of this award for 2017 to Lee Brown for Gippsland. Well done, Lee.
Congratulations to the Gippsland Power coach Lee Brown, the Keith Burns TAC Cup Coach of the Year. Big round of applause. Thank you, Keith, too. We're going to announce the TAC Cup Team of the Year now too, so we'll get Brent Harvey back on the stage if we can to help with the presentation. And Keith, you can stay here too, being a legendary coach. Stay here too, mate. Why not? You should. And we'll also get Lee to present our TAC Cup Team of the Year. Every year, as we know, the AFL Victoria pick a Team of the Year to recognise the outstanding season of our TAC Cup players. Selection panel has chosen players in playing positions based on performances in the TAC Cup throughout the year, as well as the NAB AFL Under-18 Championships. And then we come to the 2017 TAC Cup Team of the Year. As I mentioned earlier, if all the players mentioned could please make their way onto stage so we can recognise you, and then we'll have the team photo at the end with all of our other award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2017 TAC Cup Team of the Year. From the back line, from the Murray Bushrangers, Ben Payton. At fullback, from the Calder Cannons, Mitch Podaski. And from the Eastern Rangers, Joel Garner. To our half-back line, from the Dandenong Stingrays, Hunter Clark. At centre half-back, from the Dandenong Stingrays, Oscar Claravino. And from the Northern Knights, the vice-captain, Nick Caulfield. On the wing, from the Western Jets, Lachlan Fogarty. In the centre, and the captain of the TAC Cup Team of the Year for 2017, from the Geelong Falcons, James Warple. And from the Northern Knights, Patrick Naish. To the half-forward line, from the Eastern Rangers, Jaden Stevenson. From the Calder Cannons, Noah Bolter. From the Dandenong Stingrays, Luke Davies-Uniacke. To the full forward line, from the Geelong Falcons, Brian Myers. At full forward, from the Western Jets, Cameron Rayner. From the Oakley Chargers, Jack Higgins. In the ruck, from the Eastern Rangers, Sam Hayes. The ruck rover, from Eastern Rangers, Adam Chera. And the rover, from the Bendigo Pioneers, Paddy Dow. And a 6-man interchange bench. From the Geelong Falcons, David Handley. From the Sandringham Dragons, Charlie Constable. From the GWV Rebels, Lloyd Meek. From the Gippsland Power, Callan Porter. From the Geelong Falcons, Cassidy Parish. And from the Eastern Rangers, Dylan Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2017 TAC Cup Team of the Year. Huge congratulations to all of our players. Thanks, Boomer, as well. Lee, we'll get you forward, mate, as our Keith Burns Coach of the Year. Now, this would be a fairly handy side to be in charge of. But first of all, congratulations, mate. That's a great reward for a lot of effort that you put in.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. When do I get to coach these boys? They'd be all right, wouldn't they?
Maybe a fairly handy side, it's fair to say. But, you're in charge of a good side as well. You see the talent week in, week out. You're in charge of them as well as playing against them and plotting against them as well. How do you find the TAC Cup and how have you found the development over the last couple of years? Seems to be going from strength to strength. Yeah, it does, and you just witness that through the footy that we play on the weekends, and it's going from strength to strength, as you say, and the professionalism just keeps rising. The boys have been fantastic, and at our club, Gippsland Power, we face some challenges, obviously with travel, as do each and every other club. So, there's school footy, injuries, all those sorts of things. So, all us coaches, we have tough jobs, and it could be any of us standing up here today, and luckily, I'm fortunate that it's me this time around, but could have been any of the boys. And yeah, it's been a very good year, and we're all looking forward to the finals now and what that represents for all of us, and more importantly for these boys leading into the draft, and hopefully we can continue on our really good tradition of getting a lot of kids drafted from this competition. We know that it is a team game, and we spoke to Daniel before. In fact, all the players know that it's not about the individual awards, but it's important to recognise individual success, and also from a coaching point of view too. It's nice to be recognised in such great company. Yeah, it is, and all these boys deserve a pat on the back. They face their own challenges throughout the year, whether that's at state level or national level. They've been fantastic, and yeah, as coaches, we face some different challenges along the way, and yeah, they're all worth it at the end of the day as well. And we sacrifice a lot, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it. And we certainly do love the game that we're involved in, and we get a lot of opportunities. And being in this position as a coach of the Gippsland Power Footy Club is fantastic, and one I'm really proud of being a part of. And yeah, it's fantastic. Congratulations, Lee, on being the Keith Burns Coach of the Year. And congratulations to our 2017 TAC Cup Team of the Year. Thanks, boys. You can see on the screens behind us, or we could see on the screens behind us, we had the full team up there. A huge congratulations to our team. And of course, if you are sitting next to any of the boys, just remind them at the end of our presentation to head out the back for a team photo. We all know that coaches play a crucial role as part of the TAC Cup program, but we very rarely hear from them. Great to hear from Lee just then. But as the boys make their way back to the seats, let's turn our attention to the screens and take a little bit of an insight into the coaches from the 2017 season.
There's plenty of frustrating rules. I think maybe the ruck contest.
The lack of being able to clear a stoppage with the third man up being taken away.
Hands in the back.
The deliberate out of bounds.
Out of bounds rule.
Tackling rule at the moment.
Definitely prior opportunity.
So would be the Gippsland Power.
Sandringham.
The Oakley Chargers.
Dandenong.
Could be Dandenong Stingrays.
Calder Cannons.
Bendigo Football Club.
The girls.
Being able to influence young people and help them achieve their dreams.
He's developing young players and getting them ready to play senior football.
The girls.
The phone calls late at night.
Players not following set-up plans and instructions.
Pre-season training.
Delivering bad news, whether that's selection or injury.
Probably be James Sicily.
Dyson Heppel.
I think Jarman Impey.
Harry Mackay.
Andrew McGrath at Essendon Football Club.
Either Jacob Wiedering or a Lockie Whitfield.
That would have to be Izzy Huntington. She's not a Jets player, I'm sorry.
Not a lot of players like to be the last player out of the rooms, which can sometimes pose a problem if you've got a few players wanting to do that.
We have an assistant coach who thinks that salt and vinegar chips help keep away cramp.
Never jumping a fence to get onto the ground.
Boys at the moment really like playing some loud music.
Come across players wearing lucky socks, lucky jocks, and putting shoes on in the correct order.
One of the young women I used to coach would eat donuts before her game. Terrible.
Can we please have a round of applause for all of our wonderful coaches for the TAC Cup and TAC Cup girls? Before we move to our next lot of awards, we're going to turn our attention to the screen once more because we have the Morrish Medal leaderboard after 10 rounds. You can see it there in front of us. Leading the way from the Sandringham Dragons with 12 votes is Hamish Brayshaw, 11 votes, each of 3 from the Cannons, Chargers and Falcons, Benaki Higgins and Warple, and of course Warple's teammate Brian Myers on 10, and Tom DeConnie on 10 as well from the Stingrays. So that's after round 10. We'll have another leaderboard after round 15 later in the evening, and then we're going to read 16, 17 and 18 out later on live here tonight. Time now to move to the 2017 TAC Cup Girls Best and Fairest, and we'll invite Ryan Hope back to the stage to present the inaugural TAC Cup Girls Best and Fairest. Obviously the TAC Cup Girls was played earlier in the season, so it's not a huge surprise to the girls who have won it, as they know that it was announced earlier this year, but we thought a great chance to recognise them on TAC Night of Nights here tonight. So congratulations to our joint winners of the 2017 TAC Cup Girls Best and Fairest. From the Calder Cannons, Chloe Malloy. From the Dandenong Stingrays, Bridie Kennedy. As the girls come to stage, let's have a look at them in action earlier this year. Round of applause, please, ladies and gents. Well, Chloe, we've already chatted. We get along quite well. Now, you had a bit of a basketball background as well. Tell us a little bit about your actual sporting background. We didn't speak of the Best and Fairest earlier on, even though you knew it, of course, and all your teammates would have known it, but many people here wouldn't have known, been the leading goal kicker and the Best and Fairest, but you've actually got quite a diverse sporting background.
I was a basketballer. Obviously, when the girls weren't allowed to play with the boys anymore, I chose the basketball pathway. I represented Victoria on the national stage, which was awesome. And then I actually was offered a college scholarship, which I turned down for football, and haven't regretted it since.
I don't think anyone in AFLW will regret it either. I was just speaking to a couple of the talent managers, and they said that you're one of the clear standouts heading into the draft. What do you feel? I know you say you've got a lot of work to do, but we saw your goal before, so you can't hide. Now we've got video footage of you being more than just okay. What is it like knowing that there's going to be a little bit of external expectation as well heading forward?
I'm trying not to put too much pressure on it because it's obviously out of my hands now. It's really just a waiting game and see what happens. But I'm really excited, as I said before, and I probably will say it that many times again. But yeah.
It's okay, you're allowed to be excited. And you won 5 from 5. Calder Cannons have won the inaugural TAC Cup Girls competition. It must have been great to play. Everyone loves the teamwork of it and the enjoyment of it, but winning is always a fairly important part of it as well.
Yeah, of course. And like that goal kicking award, that comes from, you can't not acknowledge your teammates that get the ball down to you and deliver it to you as well. And then I'm just pretty lucky that I could top it off and then also achieve this. And I think it's the people around you that make an individual really great. So.
Not sure, though. We did see you take a bounce, balk 3 players and then kick it from 40. I'm not quite sure it had anything to do with the midfield. Congratulations. Not just making it all about you, but you have won the goal kicking award, you've won the premiership, and you're best and fairest, joint best and fairest winner. Invite Bridie Kennedy over, ladies and gents, as well. Come over, Bridie. Congratulations. What a season it's been for you. You've been involved in the Nationals as well and just been named, was it last night, named in the All-Australian side after the Under-18 Nationals as well. This is an amazing achievement. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel awesome about it. Yeah, it really topped off the season, and now I'm keen for a bit of a break from footy.
A bit of a break from footy. Well, that's fair enough. How long ago did you realise that this could be a pathway that you could go down and you could actually enjoy a bit of footy and that you actually had the skill to be able to top it off as well?
Well, I started footy about 2 years ago, and so it's only just become this year that it actually made a pathway for the girls, so it's great, and I can't wait for the future.
Well, speaking of the future, where do you think the future lies for you? What are your aspirations? It doesn't matter whether it may or may not come true. What do you want to achieve out of your footy career?
I'll definitely, hopefully, become drafted at the end of this year or next year, but we'll just see how it goes, yeah.
Not that it matters. Are you going to nominate for the draft later this year?
Yes, I will, yeah.
Okay, now we asked Chloe before, we didn't like her answer, but that's okay. Who do you barrack for in the AFL or the AFLW?
I go for Collingwood as well.
Oh, well, you've probably just both stolen the award. That's okay. Can't use the same joke twice. Congratulations. It's an amazing achievement. We know that there's a lot of hard work to go forward from here, but it's an outstanding individual achievement for both of you. Congratulations on being the inaugural best and fairest winners in the TAC Cup girls competition.
Thank you for that. Cheers.
Well done. Bridie Kennedy, ladies and gents, and Chloe Malloy. Just whilst we have Chloe, she hasn't spent enough time on stage, so I just wanted to say something else as well.
No, just on behalf of all the TAC girls who are in it, thank you, Ashley and the TAC and Paul and all the regional talent managers who have put this pathway for us girls to go through into the draft. Really appreciative of all the support and the tolerance that you showed us, and I don't think the girls could be thankful enough, so appreciate it really a lot.
Thank you, Chloe. Something tells me that Chloe's going to go a fair way. I'm not quite sure what it is, but speaks well, plays well. Great to have you. Congratulations to Chloe Malloy and Bridie Kennedy, our 2017 TAC Cup girls, best and fairest in the first season. Congratulations to our winners there. Time now to announce the inaugural TAC Cup Girls Coach of the Year Award, and we'll invite board member from AFL Victoria to the stage, Heidi Sutherland. Ladies and gentlemen, the TAC Cup Girls Coach of the Year, from the Calder Cannons, Alicia Eva. Has the standard post-State of Origin limp. Congratulations. Now, Alicia, we'll ask you to remain on stage if you can. In fact, we'll get our special guest, Ryan Hope, back to present the TAC Cup Girls Team of the Year. Once again, we'll ask the players to come to the stage when their name is announced. AFL Victoria have selected the inaugural TAC Cup Girls Team of the Year to recognise the excellent season of TAC Cup female players. The selection panel has chosen players in positions based on performance in both the TAC Cup competition as well as the NAB AFL Under-18 Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 TAC Cup Girls Team of the Year. From the back line, from the Geelong Falcons, Lucy McAvoy. At fullback, from the Murray Bushrangers, Rebecca Webster. From the Murray Bushrangers, Elise Ross. The half-back line, from the Dandenong Stingrays, Jordan Allen. From the Dandenong Stingrays, Bridie Kennedy. And from the Gippsland Power, Darcy Guttridge. The centre line, from the Dandenong Stingrays, Georgia G. In the centre, from the Calder Cannons, Monique Conti. And from the Northern Knights, Maddie Guerin. Our half forwards, from the Eastern Rangers, Olivia Flanagan. At centre half forward from the Bendigo Pioneers, Eden Zenker. From the Gippsland Power, Tyler Hanks. And the full forward line, from the Sandringham Dragons, Georgia Ricardo. From the Calder Cannons, Chloe Malloy. And from the Eastern Rangers, Emerson Woods. In the ruck, from the GWV Rebels, Reen Karras. Ruck rover from the Calder Cannons, Madison Presparkis. And the rover from the Geelong Falcons, Olivia Purcell. Our 6-player interchange bench, from the Calder Cannons, Molly Warburton. From the Bendigo Pioneers, Aisling Tupper. From the Eastern Rangers, Georgia McPherson. From the Eastern Rangers, Georgia Borg. From the Calder Cannons, Georgia Patrikios. And from the Geelong Falcons, Denby Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our 2017 TAC Cup Girls Team of the Year. We will indeed. Now, we spoke to Lee about the talent that he had at his disposal, having a look at a wonderful group in front of you. This is a wonderful array of talent and something that even 5 years ago we couldn't think of bringing together, but now the pathway's obvious and clear, and the girls are really embracing it.
Absolutely. This is a pretty good group of players here. I wouldn't mind running around with you guys. Actually, I probably look like one of the players right now. So, yeah, I think you're right, spot on. 5 years ago, there definitely wasn't an AFLW pathway. I mean, 5 years ago, I don't even think AFLW in 2017 was even a reality. So congratulations and thank you to AFL Victoria and the TAC Cup and all the partners for creating what was the first ever TAC Cup for the girls. And many of these girls will be the stars of not only next year but years to come. If you think AFLW is exciting now, you've got to wait and see what some of these girls can do.
I think last night showed that as well, just the talent that was on display. Did you enjoy playing last night? I mean, it sounds a silly question. You were in the Big V in front of 10,000 people and a huge TV audience, but what was it like running out with and against some players that you play with and against?
It was pretty incredible. Obviously, during AFLW, we were all kind of, all the Vic girls were kind of split amongst all the different AFLW teams, so to get them back together was pretty special, and as Mo said, to run out with the likes of, Daisy Pearce and Karen Paxman, and Mo's at Melbourne Uni with me now, so I get to run out with her every week. But bona fide superstars of the competition, it was pretty special. And I think there was around 10,000 people there, which was fantastic. And to have you guys playing beforehand, I'm not sure if you saw any of us watching you in the race, but we were blown away. And I just want to congratulate Darcy for being named. Come over here, Darcy. Why don't you tell everyone?
No, you just take over, Liz. That's fine.
I just want to congratulate Darcy for being named the All-Australian captain. That's a phenomenal achievement, and I think it's something that we should certainly recognise in this room tonight.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Isn't it funny? If you were a player, you'd hate to get embarrassed by that, but now you're a coach as well. You can do whatever you like, apparently. But speaking of which, what got the thought of coaching into your mind? What was it that you were looking forward to, and what have you embraced and enjoyed the most? And what's been some of your challenges from the coaching perspective?
To be honest, I started coaching because my dad was the coach of my youth girls team, and he was terrible, so I took over. And then, I guess from there, I really enjoyed the work I was doing in the youth girl space, and Probably a year into that, I got a call from the old bloke over there, Ian Kite, and said, "Can you come down to the Cannons and work with the under-16s boys?" And I was lucky enough to work with Chris Fellows and a number of highly esteemed coaches at the Cannons. I think that was back in 2012. Yeah, too long. But I guess when we speak about AFLW, we didn't actually think it was going to happen until around 2020, and I would be nearing 30, and I thought, well, but if we were going by 2020, I'd be 30, and didn't know how long I would have as a player, or if I'd be even selected to play in AFL. So I guess I had that conversation with myself and around what's my involvement in the footy space going to be, and so those opportunities opened up for me in a coaching space, so I pursued them, and then I managed to study and play and coach, and I had no social life at all, but the enjoyment I get out of coaching is very different to the enjoyment I get out of playing, and now that I've learned to kind of separate the two, I'd like to think I'm playing good footy, but I like to think that I'm also, more importantly, producing good footballers and good people.
And from a playing perspective, you escaped Collingwood now, you're heading up to GWS as well. You're looking forward to a new challenge? Yeah, absolutely, and I didn't escape Collingwood. I very much enjoyed my time at Collingwood, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities I got there. We'll be making the move up to GWS, so I will have to say goodbye to the Cannons, which I'm actually very, very sad to go. So yeah, I'm going up to, I've got to find out where I'm living first, but I'll be making the move up in November, and we'll play up there during the AFLW season, and then stay on up there and do some coaching stuff during the AFL men's season. So an opportunity once again that I couldn't say no to, and if I can help in any small way try and develop the New South Wales women's pathway as well, I'll be sure to do that as well. So at least you won't be lost to the game. You're going to be doing great things over the many, many seasons. Great debut. Congratulations being the inaugural TAC Cup Girls Coach of the Year. And congratulations to our team, ladies and gents. Please put your hands together. You can see the complete team of the year up on the screen now. Congratulations to all their players. Players, of course, will see you afterwards at the back for the Team of the Year photo. Let's take a look at a quick ad on the Girls Team of the Year.
I think I got hooked on AFL because it was something that I could bond over with my dad.
My dad actually took me along to a game when I was about 5 years old. He took colouring books, all sorts of things to keep me entertained. He thought I'd be bored, but I was pretty hooked from the beginning.
I started playing 2 years ago, probably just because I wanted to outdo my brother, and I was sick of sitting at home watching him play and have a good time, and I wanted to get in on it.
Family is definitely something that is very important for me or anyone else in the team to succeed.
Coming home from a game, then being at the game, it's just like you're always wanting them to support you during it, or else you're not going to play your best.
Mum especially has always been there driving me from basketball to footy to the next, to the next, to the next.
I've got 3 older sisters and they're all really supportive of me playing footy.
I've got a daughter who's 12, so I sort of see these girls as her role model. She doesn't play footy at the moment, but I think it just shows girls everywhere that they can sort of do anything they want.
Yeah, family support's really important. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. After a game, they're always there to support me, and off-field, they're there to support you. So without them, I guess I wouldn't have the motivation that I have to do well and strive to be my best, because they're there for me all the time.
What a wonderful first season it was of TAC Cup Girls. Of course, it's just going to go from strength to strength as we go from season to season. Time now to get down to the counting of the final rounds of the 2017 Morris Medal. We saw the leaderboard after round 10. It's now time to check out the leaderboard after round 15. So with 3 rounds remaining. And we see from Oakley Chargers, Jack Higgins, and from the Calder Cannons, Brad Bernanke, leading with 16 votes. 15 votes to Brian Myers of the Geelong Falcons. His teammate James Warple on 13 as well. As always, as we know, with the Morris Medal, voting's based on a 3-2-1 system, and we're going to count in one section here today from 16 right through to 18. Of course, round 18 was only completed earlier on today. Before we read the votes, though, let's take a look at some of the highlights of the season that was. I was too busy looking at that mark at the end. Big round of applause for all our players, ladies and gents. A wonderful season, of course. To read the votes for rounds 16, 17 and 18, we welcome talent operations from AFL Victoria, Sam Sheen and Jess Smith. Who need a round of applause, please, too, otherwise Sam gets upset. Sam did specify that I made sure he got a round of applause on his way up. So we've seen the leaderboard after round 15. Sam will read the votes from round 16.
Northern Knights versus Western Jets. Western Jets, X O'Halloran, 1 vote. Northern Knights, A Federico, 2 votes. Western Jets, C Rayner, 3 votes. Oakley Chargers versus Sandringham Dragons. Sandringham Dragons, H McLean, 1 vote. Oakley Chargers, E Richards, 2 votes. Oakley Chargers, J Higgins, 3 votes. Eastern Rangers versus Calder Cannons. Eastern Rangers, D Moore, 1 vote. Eastern Rangers, J Stevenson, 2 votes. Eastern Rangers, S Hayes, 3 votes. Geelong Falcons versus Murray Bushrangers. Geelong Falcons, H Benson, 1 vote. Murray Bushrangers, D Langlands, 2 votes. Geelong Falcons, J Walters, 3 votes. Gippsland Power versus Bendigo Pioneers. Bendigo Pioneers, B Daniels, 1 vote. Gippsland Power, N Hogan, 2 votes. Gippsland Power, C Porter, 3 votes. GWV Rebels versus Dandenong Stingrays. Dandenong Stingrays, A Patterson, 1 vote. Dandenong Stingrays, M DeWitt, 2 votes. Dandenong Stingrays, J Davies, 3 votes. That concludes round 16.
Round 17. Sandringham Dragons versus Dandenong Stingrays. Sandringham Dragons, I Moresby, 1 vote. Dandenong Stingrays, J Plumridge, 2 votes. Dandenong Stingrays, H Clark, 3 votes. Murray Bushrangers versus Northern Knights. Northern Knights, P Naish, 1 vote. Northern Knights, M Harmon, 2 votes. Northern Knights, A Federico, 3 votes. Gippsland Power versus Western Jets. Western Jets, Al Fogarty, 1 vote. Gippsland Power, N Hogan, 2 votes. Gippsland Power, A Quigley, 3 votes. Oakley Chargers versus Bendigo Pioneers. Oakley Chargers, T Wooler, 1 vote. Oakley Chargers, E Richards, 2 votes. Oakley Chargers, J Higgins, 3 votes. Greater Western Victoria Rebels versus Calder Cannons. GWV Rebels, C Wellings, 1 vote. Calder Cannons, B Benaki, 2 votes. Calder Cannons, J Firebrace, 3 votes. Geelong Falcons versus Eastern Rangers. Geelong Falcons, S Walsh, 1 vote. Geelong Falcons, T McCartan, 2 votes. Geelong Falcons, C Parish, 3 votes. That concludes round 17.
Round 18. Bendigo Pioneers versus GWV Rebels. Bendigo Pioneers, Al O'Brien, 1 vote. GWV Rebels, A Domick, 2 votes. GWV Rebels, C Wellings, 3 votes. Calder Cannons versus Western Jets. Western Jets, T Cherry, 1 vote. Calder Cannons, B Benaki, 2 votes. Western Jets, M Young, 3 votes. Eastern Rangers versus Oakley Chargers. Eastern Rangers, S Hayes, 1 vote. Oakley Chargers, T Wooler, 2 votes. Oakley Chargers, J Roughsedge, 3 votes. Northern Knights versus Sandringham Dragons. Sandringham Dragons, J Armity, 1 vote. Sandringham Dragons, A. Jarnstrom, 2 votes. Sandringham Dragons, H. Brayshaw, 3 votes. Dandenong Stingrays versus Geelong Falcons. Dandenong Stingrays, J. Taylor, 1 vote. Dandenong Stingrays, B. Morrish, 2 votes. Geelong Falcons, S. Walsh, 3 votes. Gippsland Power versus Murray Bushrangers. Gippsland Power, N. Hogan, 1 vote. Gippsland Power, B. Beck, 2 votes. Gippsland Power, W. Stevenson, 3 votes. And with that, I declare the winner of the 2017 Morrish Medal from the Oakley Chargers, Jack Higgins.
Congratulations to Jack Higgins. We welcome up to present the 2017 Morrish Medal. We welcome up Tom Phillips, former Oakley Charger and NAB Rising Star. Hey Jack, congratulations. Yeah, Tom up here with the medal. Tom, of course, was nominated in round 9 for the NAB Rising Star and Oakley Charger himself. But now to the first ever, I think, Oakley Charger to win the Morrish Medal. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Higgins. Thanks, Tom. Good work. Jack, congratulations, mate. That was a wonderful season, 22 votes. In the end, did you come here tonight thinking that you're a sneaky chance to be wearing the Morrish Medal like many, many very good players before you?
Well, not really. Sort of had like a small inkling, but you never know. And when the umpires are giving votes and stuff like that. So yeah, more than happy to win. So yeah, it's good.
I would have thought someone who's been voted by the umpires as the MVP of the under-16 Nationals. You won the MVP of the under-18 Nationals. I reckon you've got a fairly good sort of relationship with the umpires. Surely you think that's got to help you in going forward?
Yeah, a couple of $50 before the game doesn't go straight.
But of course we don't condone that, and there's no such thing as gambling in football at all ever. So I was just joking, of course, just making sure that everyone knows that that's just a bit of a... Now, we did say after you look, and Tom's a great example, but some wonderful players have gone through the Oakley Chargers, and yet the first one to wear the medal, like Hugh McCluggage before you, who, funnily enough, won the under-16 MVP, won the under-18 MVP. I mean, you've gone in the first couple of the draft. There's some good footsteps to follow in. How do you feel knowing that you're representing the whole club as well? Because it's more than just, it is an individual award, but it takes a lot of people to get to where you are.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's definitely an honour winning the medal, especially when heaps of other people before me have gone on to have really good AFL careers, but couldn't have done it without the coaches, the players that go, put in the hard work, just everyone around me, my support staff, yeah. So it's been real good.
I've heard that you work very, very hard. You make sure that footy, when you're talking footy, of course, I haven't been looking at you at school, but when you're at footy, they say that you just try and do all the right things, make sure that you're ready, you prepare well, you eat well, you do all the things that you're meant to do. When did this come about? When did the penny drop, knowing just how hard you have to work if you want to get everything out of yourself?
Well, sort of the penny drops when I was an under-12 state team. I didn't make it. I was so devastated and stuff like that, and ever since then I wanted to be an AFL player because I knew how much it hurt missing out. So yeah,
It's all right, mate. You're not meant to have a speech prepared. That looks terrible. It's good that you just come up here and you're nice and natural. Tell us about the season, though. You've finished on top. I reckon you're playing Sandy in a qualifying final next week. Finals obviously mean everything to you. It must be a really good season from a club perspective as well.
Yeah, it's good to finish on top of the ladder. I think we're playing Northern, actually. Okay. Yeah.
Well, when this is like 3 hours after the last game, it's hard to write notes, so you can't have it.
Nah, it's all good. Nah, but...
Thanks, mate. Hey, you won't be here next year. I might not be either now.
Yeah. No, it's good. I can't remember your question, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is why you're not here next year. So you know how it's all about the club and all about all the other players, and you've got to thank them and all that. Really good season from the Oakley Chargers. Regardless of where you finish and who you're playing next week, it's been a good year so far.
Oh, definitely. I hope. Yeah. Definitely. Hopefully, can top it off, go really deep in finals, and hopefully get a couple of wins and bring home the premiership back to Oakley.
Obviously, you've played some really good footy, and you've played representative footy as well. You've done that throughout your career, but everyone knows that there's just that little bit more when it comes to finals. People really have the eye. They pick apart your game when it comes to finals time, and the good players step up. Is that something that you want to be known for going into this final series?
Oh, definitely. I think you've hit the nail on the head. Like any player that plays good finals. Sorry, just the crowd got me a bit then.
Yeah, it's not easy up here, mate, especially when the bloke's taking the piss next to you, but that's okay.
Nah, I've got your question here.
You should just concentrate on your own work here. There we go.
Yeah, I got you. Well, if you play good in finals, I think it goes really deep and hopefully get drafted at the end of the year and stuff. And finals, don't worry about it, mate.
You seem very honoured. This is good. I like it. Is this the most nervous you've been all year? Because you don't seem nervous when you go out and play footy. You just go, you see the ball and the get ball. I asked some of the talent guys who are here, I said, well, what's he like as a player? How would you describe it? They said, well, if you want to find out where Jackie's on the ground, just watch the ball. If you find the Sherrin, you'll find you. That's a fairly nice way of saying that you get plenty of the pill and you know where it's going.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good.
It is good. That's why you're here. You're the Morris medalist. Are there people you'd like to thank? There's a very simple question.
A bit of like a note, like here, just in case I won.
Well, if I knew that, I would have written the questions down for you and you could have had the answers. But you know what? You won. You can do whatever you like. I'll give you the microphone, mate. Over to you.
Well, I'd like to thank the AFL Victoria and stuff for putting a great night on. Yeah, appreciate that. The Oakley Chargers, since under 13s, developed me and heaps of other boys and been a really good pathway to bring up young players and stuff like that. I'd like to thank the team, coaches, support staff, plus the sponsors of Oakley Chargers, Camp Australia, whatever else I got on. And special thanks to my Oakley teammates who made this possible, and all my mentors. Anthony Phillips, who's sitting there, told me he's been such a good role model for me, and especially his brother Ed, playing footy from last year. So, yeah, can't thank him enough, and I appreciate it coming out tonight, and hopefully, good night. Cheers.
Well, we always say that AFL football needs more characters. I reckon they're about to get one more in a month or two. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our 2017 Morris medalist, Jack Higgins of the Oakley Chargers. My goodness me. So we're going to invite, that concludes all the formalities for this evening, ladies and gents. All of our award winners, all of our TAC Cup and TAC Cup Girls Team of the Year and the Coaches of the Year, of course. If you can please make your way to the media area as well. And, of course, media are invited there. That's why it's called a media area. Everyone else, we're going to be serving some beautiful dessert in our Towards Zero zone. So please join us there. Catch up and discuss the night. We look forward to seeing you throughout the finals. And, of course, at Etihad Stadium on Sunday, September 24. Don't forget the TAC gift machine. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Good luck for the finals.